The periodic table as we see today is split into three main groups: metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Elements in these groups can be furthermore arranged by their properties and characteristics. And yet again, the periodic table can be split up into more groups: the S group, the P group, the D, and the F. These groups are split up by number of valence electrons, meaning the electrons on the outer ring of the element. In 1789, Antoine Laurent Lavoisier defined an element as a fundamental substance that could not be broken down by any chemical means then known. He compiled a list of 33 elements and devised a naming system for the discovery of the new elements.
And you thought that was bad? You have 32 more to go.
In 1803, John Dalton created a scale of atomic weight based on the hydrogen atom, the weight of the hydrogen atom being equal to 1.
Hydrogen. Helium. Yeah, see, you got it. Yep, nailed it.
In 1803, John Dalton created a scale of atomic weight based on the hydrogen atom, the weight of the hydrogen atom being equal to 1.
So, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. We can count. Yes.
Some of the many characteristics of metals include high malleability, which means that it can be pounded down into a thin sheet,
Oh my gosh. Light up. Gotta open it. What?
extremely ductile, which means it can be drawn out into a thin wire, and that it's solid at room temperature, except that, of course, of mercury. On the contrary, nonmetals have greatly different characteristics. They are non-lustrous,
Oh man.
poor conductors of heat and electricity, and they have lower melting points. And finally, we reach the metalloids. The metalloids share properties of both the metals and the nonmetals.
Give me your electrons! Okay.
Sometimes they lose electrons, and sometimes they gain them.
I'm just kidding. Here you go. You can take. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay.
The atomic radius of an atom is defined as the atom's volume.
So little.
In a period, the atomic radius decreases as you go from left to right. In a group, the atomic radius increases as you go down the group, starting at top and moving to bottom. Electronegativity is an atom's desire to grab another atom's electrons. In a period, the electronegativity increases as you go from left to right. And in a group, the electronegativity decreases as you go down a group. The level of ionization energy is the amount of energy required to remove the outermost electron in an atom. In the period, the ionization energy increases as you go from left to right across a period.
Ooh. Yeah. Energy. Yeah. I get one back up. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, yes. Yeah. Yeah. High five. Yeah. What up? Ooh. Yeah. 2 high fives. What up? Yeah. Woo! Yes!
When speaking of ionic size, one must speak of anions and cations. Anions are negative ions, which are usually larger than their respective atoms, and cations are positive ions, which are usually smaller than their respective atoms. There are 90 elements on the periodic table that occur in nature. All the other elements are man-made. Did you know that the first man-made element was technetium?